Colorado, would it be common practice to have an attorney present during this forensic examination and the attorney cross-examine the subject on inconsistencies and things like that?
That is not common practice.
And why is that?
I believe I may have mentioned it the other day, and we don't allow attorneys to be in the evaluation room, particularly because we have concerns that they might try to interfere or try to influence the defendant one way or the other. This would go for defense or prosecution. Since we're there as neutral evaluators for the court, we want to have our own opportunity to ask the defendant questions.
And during the course of a defendant, and we'll just talk about Ms. Stauch for now, as Ms. Stauch's telling you the circumstances surrounding the event and then the actual event according to her itself, are you or Dr. Gray suggesting potential mental illnesses that may have occurred during that event?
No.
Why?
Again, we're not trying to feed the defendant or Ms. Stauch any particular information that she could then give back to us as it pertains to issues of mental illnesses, diagnoses, symptoms that might be present. We want to get her version as purely as she's able to give it to us.
And would that be standard practice for forensic psychologists, forensic psychiatrists? Friday. In Colorado, not to do that, not to suggest diagnoses to the subject as you're interviewing.
Correct.
And so with that, Dr. Torres, we're going to play this video clip. It's about an hour and 14 minutes long. You're more than welcome to sit back here during if you like. But Your Honor, at this time, we would be publishing People's Exhibit 725 in its entirety.
Over here?
Yeah, we're going to play it from over here.
All right, so this may be the most difficult part of the day. To talk to us about what happened on the day of the event. Maybe things leading up to it.
Where do you want me to start out?
Well, where do you think it begins?
Well, I already told you that before that I was going to leave, right? And I was just waiting to get everything in order. Get back somewhere else where I could be, mentally okay and not have to deal with like these people that wanted to find out about this car accident. So I had to escape from them. So I started planning to get a place to stay. I was going to work as a flight attendant, get all that information like I told you guys for landed back. Then stopped working at my job. I thought I was okay again. I was a good job, but I wasn't because I still live in Colorado. So no matter where I live in Colorado, the mob, the mafia, I got people looking into it, investigator to find out where he's from, but I had to get away from him. So I got a new job and all that. I was getting ready to go work as a flight attendant. It came back in January. You know, I think it was around like the 9th or 10th. I think it was when I was picked them back up. I picked them back up from the airport. That was that, like, you know, transition period, getting everybody back, you know, in the mode, in the routine and all that was. Then we went on the cruise. We went on a cruise of January 16th. With me and Albert, and the kids stayed at home by themselves with Harvey and the babysitter. And it was weird because, well, I get to the port for Lauderdale, but they had lost my bags. So I was like freaking out, thinking that one of these people had took my bags. So I changed my whole route of where I was going. So instead of going on that one cruise, we hopped on another cruise because I didn't know if like they had got my itinerary for where I was going. And the kids were at home, you know what I mean? So I changed my whole itinerary to go to Palm Beach because I really went to Fort Lauderdale. And I kept telling Albert, I was like, I thought I saw that guy, like, I know they're following us. And he was just like, no one's going to go to that stream over a car. Anyway, so we ended up going on the cruise. I changed the whole route and everything. And we come back from the cruise. Well, the moment I get back from the cruise, Gannon approaches me and he says, he was like, your friends came by in that black car looking for you. So I started freaking out because I know it was the same black car. They came to Red Elevator in and search and find me. So I told him, I said, look, can you explain what the car looked like? I wanted to see, Edgar has a black car too. So I was like, well, it could be Edgar's car, you know. So he explained the car, and it definitely wasn't Edgar's car because Edgar had the Beamer. I just started getting my paranoia was getting really, really bad. So I wouldn't go to the mailbox. I wouldn't go wherever. I was going to work. And I was putting, like I said, the visors up in my car because I thought that they could see me.
We need to get a commercial break in here. We will get you back into this courtroom in Colorado Springs right after this. Stay with us.
Nobody ever plans to end up in a room like this. Everyday people caught up in a plan to commit murder.
Did you kill your mother?
Yes, I did. The ultimate betrayals, friends and family turning on each other.
Spell was broken when the handcuffs went click.
But just who is the puppet and who's pulling the strings?
Accomplice to Murder with Fanny Politan premieres May 7th.
Only on Court TV.
Welcome back to Court TV Live. I'm Ted Rollins outside the Ada County Courthouse in Boise, Idaho, where week 3 in the case against Lori Vallow Daybell is wrapping up. It'll be a shortened day today. Testimony cut short because, as the judge told the jury, things are moving a little faster than they predicted. We're also in the state of Georgia. We're on verdict watch. You see the clock ticking on the screen. 4 hours, 24 minutes and counting. It's Tory Lang is the victim. Austin Ford is the defendant. These were two best friends, and the defense alleges that this was a suicide. The prosecution says that Austin Ford is responsible for Tory Lang's death. It's up to this jury. Difficult case. As soon as we get a verdict there, we will take you to Georgia Live. Right now, let's go back, though, to Colorado Springs, Colorado. We're watching this video where Letecia Stauch is talking to investigators about the time leading up to Gannon, her stepson, 11-year-old stepson's death. Right now, she's at the day before the murder of Gannon Stauch. Let's pick it up.
Geez, you have to wait till Wednesday because I'm going to talk to your mom to make sure the flight attendant still through what it is. Well, we were on this hike as we were talking about this, like I think that happened earlier with the whole Michael the Archangel. That's when something started telling me that we don't have to be a white family that jumps, because if it be a black family, it would never make TV, which you guys know that would be definitely true because there's a lot of racism still in this country, you know what I mean? So throughout the day, like, this kept happening with the whole Michael the Archangel guy, you know? And I'm like, why is this? I didn't know if the people were getting him to come as posed as Michael the Archangel and get him to come there, or if it had anything to do with this guy from the accident, that was a leg accident or what. So finally I told the kid, I said, look, let's just go on home. You know what I mean? Like, the day's been too much of a hard day. Let's just go. Gannon was complaining with his stomach because he had, like, poop all over. Whatever. Yeah, like I told you, his back down at problem. Well, we get ready to go home. I hadn't gotten dinner yet. So I leave Gannon and bathtub, we take a bath or whatever. Me and Lena go get food, have a meal, do whatever. Riley was at work. So we come back, feed him, do everything, you know, like a normal thing. But my mind is still sitting there about this whole, I feel like it was God trying to tell me something, you know, this whole arch. You know, so my mind was stuck on that. So I was like, let's call it an early night, guys. Let's just, you know, accident happened that day with the whole helicopter. It was just, like, not a good day that normally we have on. So then we leave. I'm like, we'll go get happy, let's come back. Call it a night. And I'm in the bed, just like relaxing or whatever. And I hear the alarm on fire, 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 fire. So I just immediately freaking out. The next 30 minutes of that, 30 minutes-ish, was a glare. You know, like a glare. So, like, where I went, like, I went into protection. And I got the dogs, Lena, and took her outside because they were the first people I saw upstairs, you know what I mean? So I was thinking, get the safe people out first, you know? But I come back and get ready to run down the stairs to go back to get G, and I had socks on. So I slipped down the whole stairway or whatever. That's how my blood gets on the baseboard. I buzzed my head against the baseboard because I was running so fast down the stairs to get down to where I see smoke at this point. As soon as I see the smoke, I go into panic mode, like, I was like having flashbacks of, you know, like all the fires I've experienced. I went back upstairs, going back out the front door again, and then realized Gannon's downstairs. Go back down the stairs. And then I went back down the stairs again, and Gannon's on the sofa, and the fire is around the sofa. So I reach over to grab him, and when I do, he was, like, wrapped in the covers. So I grabbed the covers, I pulled the covers, and when we both go back on the fire, the last part of that was just being down on the fire. I didn't remember anything again until we were in the truck, but all of us were safe in the truck. So, like, I don't remember running out at that point in time. I know that I did because the alarm doorbell camera showed that we run out the house. But I don't know if I just sit there, if it was just so traumatic. I don't know what happened from the time we went down in the fire to going out to the car, except by doorbell, like, you know, the camera system. So they have camera footage. I go out, we get in the car, and I just pull off. Because again, you know me, I'm a runner. That was it, to just run away. He's hysterical, Lena's hysterical. I'm trying to figure out what is going on. Is the house burnt down? Do we have a house to live in? You have to remember, for me, a fire is this size, and it's huge to me. So I go back to this house because there's fire. But like, the gas tank was on empty, but something kept telling me, just keep driving. Your car's just going to go on empty anyway. Just keep going. Don't worry. Your car's just going to keep going. Don't worry. Somehow, in between that time, I end back up to the house. Again, that was a gap that I don't remember. But I text Harley according to the messages and says, it's okay, there's a fire, everybody's okay. And I send her a picture of the fire. Harley's freaking out, like, okay, I'm on my way home. Is Gannon okay? I said, and I wrote her back on the message, and I said, he has some burns from the fire, but everybody's okay. So Harley comes in, the house is like, smelling like smoke or whatever. We're opening windows or whatever. Harley basically took charge on that part. She started just opening windows. I'm like, Mom, it's okay, calm down. So I was all hysterical all over the place. And they all wanted to, like, everybody just sleep together, you know, because to me, all I could keep thinking about was, if I couldn't have got to Gannon, he'd have, like, burned up on the fire, you know what I mean? So I was just all over the place. Well, we all decided to lay on the sofa together. That was on January 26th. So we're all just laying on the sofa together, just trying to, like, figure out the plan. Like I said, it's okay. I said, I'll have one of my friends. He goes by the name Guam. I'm not going to give his real name. I was like, I'll have one of my friends Guam to get somebody to come over and fix it. I would get a big deal or whatever. And that's where this whole, like, video goes on. And about the fire, why did he set it, you know, whatever. I remember I told you earlier, I record everything. I wanted to have that too, you know. I didn't know how it started. I was upstairs when it started. And so he's telling me that he set the fire, but he didn't mean to set it. It was like all of that. We're just trying to come up with a plan to fix it. Now, you look at the video, people took it out of context. When I say we can sell the sofa, I don't mean you can look at our house. We had a cleaning. You guys need a flame top, meaning we can get a new sofa. And so that got taken out of complete context of what we were saying. So I think my mental state, I was all hysterical. Well, we all were just on the sofa. I was like, God's going to get someone to come fix it or whatever. I told you. They brought the number to the garage. I said, hey, I'm going to go to work tomorrow, kids will be going to school. If you can get someone to fix it, just replace the carpet, whatever, I'll pay you whatever. So, like, I have memory, you know, I was in up until then, right? But where the gaps came in was what happened during that time frame. So I hear the garage open at some point during the night. I don't know if I was having a nightmare, or I don't know if the garage was really opening. I don't really know because I was so heightened about this fire. So I kept going through the house thinking that there was someone in the house. And I kept running up down the freaking garage, kept coming open. I'd open the door to the garage, nothing. I didn't see the garage being moved or anything. Again, I don't know. I remember coming back in the house, and I was just like, I woke up again. I guess that's when I text my boss. I don't remember this part. The message went to my boss that said that my stepdad had died. I remember my stepdad died when I was 19. But I didn't snap back out of it until later on. That really wasn't the same day that my stepdad had died, right? So then I think I hear somebody in the garage again. Okay, well then I go out to the garage and I tell Harley, I said, Harley, I'm going to shut the door to the garage and lock it, you know, because if you shut the door from the inside and you come into the garage, like nobody could get to the inside. And I was like that paranoid, you know. So I don't remember, but the doorbell cam, I'm like walking out, I guess looking in the yard, just trying to figure out what's going on. But then I remember being in the garage naked. And so I don't know who was in my garage.
All right, Letecia Stauch, in her own words, they're mentioning Maria. That's the alternate personality that she claims she had. You might notice that the clock on your screen in the Georgia versus Austin Ford is off the screen. It doesn't mean there's a verdict. It means they're on lunch. So the jury there has decided not to deliberate over lunch, so they, after lunch, will be back at it. We have an important programming note before we go to break here for Court TV viewers in the city of Philadelphia. Starting on Monday, May 1st, we're going to be moving from WPHL channel number 17.3 to WDPN, and that's over on 2.2. Again, Court TV moving from WPHL channel 17.3 over to WDPN on Monday. That's 2.2. So you can find us on 2.2. If you're on an antenna and you flip over, you still can't see us, well, do the old rescan. That should do the trick. And if you still are having trouble, just head over to courttv.com and you can find us on many other platforms. And just click the Where to Watch page, and that'll help you out. So, Philadelphia, if you can't find us Monday, keep searching. You'll get us. Back after this.
It's a mystery that's captivated the nation.
This stretch is just so beyond what anyone could imagine.
And left a trail of dead bodies.
Lori Vallow Daybell, accused of triple murder, including her 2 youngest children.
You'll hear every dramatic moment.
Money, power, and sex. That's what this case is about.
Just tell the truth. It's that simple.
The Doomsday Cult Mom Murder Trial. Coverage continues today, only on Court TV.
Trilogy.
Welcome back to Court TV Live. I'm Ted Rollins in Boise, Idaho, outside the Ada County Courthouse, where Lori Vallow Daybell continues to stand trial for the murder of her 2 children and conspiracy to murder her husband Chad's wife, Tammy. This is going to be a shorter day. The jury will be dismissed at 1:30 local time here because they're moving a little bit faster than they thought they would. This is the end of week number 3 today in this trial. Also, we are in the state of Georgia where the Austin Ford verdict watch clock has been paused because the jury there, after deliberating for 4 hours plus, has decided to take their lunch break. So they're going to not deliberate over lunch, take a little break there. They'll resume the deliberations after the lunch break, and then we'll get the clock going. As soon as there is a verdict there or even a question, we'll take you into that courtroom in Georgia. Also, we are in Colorado Springs and the Letecia Stauch trial. We've been watching this video of Letecia Stauch recalling what happened in the days and hours leading up to her stepson Gannon's death. She's already now admitted here at trial that she is responsible for Gannon's death, but the defense here is not guilty by reason of insanity. Let's pick up that video. It's the days before the murder, and she's talking about Gannon wanting to stay home from school.
However, when I get to the PetSmart, these black cars from my PetSmart, and we were seeing parked on the freaking camera at PetSmart. Gannon's got his switch in the car laid out. Remember, I told you he had burns in his arms and a few right here. Now, and I say they were very small. We're talking like centimeters, okay? They were anything that you would think that they needed medical attention. The parking by PetSmart. So you see me on the cameras at PetSmart running back to the door, like looking out. My first thought was I wanted to make sure G was okay in the car because he was playing in his switch. Well, the car came back by. I go back into PetSmart, come back to the door. And like if you watch the camera footage of the PetSmart, you see me going back and forth to the door. Like, how did they know where I was at this point? And that was Edgar's car because Edgar has a Beamer. Okay. And it was not a Beamer. So I leave the PetSmart. I think they said I bought something again. I don't remember. I leave the phone. Now, this is the only phone I had, which was Gannon's phone, because I was trying to hurry up out to the car. And so I leave the phone at the PetSmart according to the GPS on the phone. So we go out and finish the day. We get Valentine's candy, and I'm like questioning Gannon the whole time of like, anything else when they came to the house? What did they look like? You know, like trying to get the best information I could get out of him because he was pretty good at his age. Like, you know, like, okay, his little age. You say, was it a purple shirt? And no, it was not purple. It was purple stripe. And that's, you know, so I knew I could get good information from him. So then we were driving on the back road, okay? The only reason we took a back road was because this road called 25 was backed up. And so we took a back road to go to Castle Rock. And this guy lived in Castle Rock. So we go up on the site. They were going to ride by this address that was on that police report, and I was going to ask them to please stop. Like, whatever you want. Did you want money? Like, I didn't do anything to your car. I wasn't involved in this accident. Like, you have all my information. Now, the insurance had already deemed I wasn't responsible for it and that I was on a plane. So I was going to think about, you know, like, talking to this guy in Castle Rock. I probably would have chickened out when I got there, but that was my mindset. So we go on this back road, which I think is called County Line Road. We go on County Line Road, and Gannon talk about, remember the road with the castles? And so I'm like looking for the castles to try to like show them the castles, because there's like some castles that are like, not really. Then I got mixed up, and I was like, oh shoot, I don't have a cell phone to see how to get out of here, because remember, I leave the cell phone. And so I couldn't figure out how to get out there. So I'm like doing U-turns, V-turns. And then I freak out because I thought the guy walking was my stepdad. That's why I was telling the police and the people that I was trying.
All right, we need to take a break as we approach the top of the hour. Thanks to Dwayne Cade.